Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on our Kiev campaign. This is episode 2. In today's episode we have the Siege of Vilnius and we're going to be battling the Lithuanians. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series, and we allow me to expand and conquer. I'll put in the description below the mods if you guys like to download it and play along with me. So, we're coming after a good victory against Lithuania's allies. Now we're pushing up to deal with Lithuania itself. We've got pretty good relations with the Cuman Confederacy to the south, as my son and heir, who is commanding this siege, is married into that house, and they're sort of throwing back in dealing with the Golden Horde and the Mongols in the far east. Still got to deal with the Catholic Christians to the west, but the main objective of this series is to make Kiev great again. What we want to try and do is try and occupy all the territories in this campaign, which is modern Russia, because unfortunately in 1212 AD, those provinces to the north, Moscow, Novgorod, aren't quite there, so we have to get sort of the western territory of Russia. Then at that point, once we've sort of united the lands of the Rus, we can look to maybe push into Western Europe, more or less Poland. When I say that, we could push into the Baltic as well. We've got pretty good relations and alliances with our Orthodox brethren, members of our Orthodox parish, as it were, the Kingdom of Georgia, Bulgaria, and whatnot. But here is the army: heavy shock cavalry in the third line, archers in the second, axemen ready to push up for this siege. If you haven't gone to the last video, highly recommend you do. We managed to get, nearly 1,000 and a bit kills, maybe 2, with a heavy shock cavalry. They are so overpowered in Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. I can't recommend enough these 2 units. Heavy shock cavalry is the one. If you can get 8 of those bad boys in an army, and you can really just swarm particularly trash to light tier units with impunity, and even towards medium if you hit them from all sides, flanked, behind, and sides. And the rest, the other unit I do recommend is dismounted feudal knights. If you can sort of spam those, they are really good. Alright, we've given out the siege orders. 4 ladders, 2 battering rams. That siege tower's the other way around, so it has to do a little bit of a Yui. Come on, swinging around, mate. And then we've got our allied reinforcements slowly but surely making their way in. But the Lithuanians have sort of delayed us a bit. They were pushing for Kiev. We managed to throw back an army that we caught. They had 3 full stacks, but they sort of chickened out, pushing for Kiev itself. And now we've pushed them all the way back to their capital. We should be able to finish off the last of the Baltic pagans here today and bring Orthodox Christianity to them. I am open to potentially doing a Lithuanian series, not straight after this though. I think at some point it's definitely a really cool faction to play as. They're a lot of fun on stainless steel and the Teutonic DLC for Medieval 2. Just because how hard of a bit of a struggle the campaign is, in my opinion. Very hard campaigns. But yeah, we've still got Aragon we can play as. Still have Wallachia. There's still so many more factions we can play on 1212 AD. But here come our allied reinforcements. Cavalry making the first appearance. Infantry and archers back further in the thick forest. Slowly but surely making our way up to the walls before we get the attack going. A little bit of skirmisher fire, but nothing too worrisome really. We just need to make sure we get on this far side. Maybe should have put a little bit more siege equipment, just because the secondary army has a lot of numbers there, and it probably could do with another piece of siege equipment on that far side. We'll move you guys up slightly, just to get up and over the walls if we need to. Move my archers up now to a loose formation. Probably could have arguably moved them up earlier to try and distract some of the arrow fire shot on the infantry. That was a mistake, but it should be alright. Yeah, I should have brought them up. I usually do. I don't know why I didn't. I was too busy focusing on the reinforcements and the siege equipment pushing up. The cavalry has made its way to the far western side of the siege. And now our axemen are starting to make their way up. But they're coming up against a lot of resistance. Those arrow towers are absolutely rip-roaring through us. Along with an abundance of Lithuanian skirmishers. Come on, we need to get our archers up to try and help us on this one, crikey. Come on, boys. Let's get stuck in. They do actually slightly outnumber us by about 800. That's not good. Some of us are already routing there. So we'll try and chuck up our our forces from the main army. I think what's going to happen is we're going to have to rely on our reinforcing army to come in. We might even need to chuck in and cycle charge our cavalry. But the grind and the slow progression into the castle begins. We have to make our way all the way up to the top of that hill to start that capture point going down. But already, looks like the tide is turning in the Lithuanian defense, as they're throwing back the first initial assault. Move those archers up and in there. Try and target and cycle some of those shots off. The axemen over here seem to be doing slightly better. Far out, man. This is going to be a real close one. They're stopping that battering ram coming up. The other battering rams only just made it. Yeah, we're trading a little bit better here. 400, we've lost 5. Just want to get that casualty tick rate a little bit more on our side. I think we just need to charge in those heavy cavs and try and cycle charge those guys in. Archers are doing well. The battering ram's been destroyed, so that means we're in on that side. So at this point, we're just trying to swarm everyone in. Hit those archers that are sitting outside and getting exposed. We should be able to rout that momentarily. But tactically, we're just going to have to swarm in as best we can. We're going to have to charge in with brute force and grind our way through this result. Here's hoping. Alright, we end that one there. Close victory. We've taken the Lithuanian capital here today. So Mikhail, my son and heir, deployed 4,000, lost 1,382, and the Lithuanians lost their entire force. It was a close one. We did lose a couple of units there. My cavalry, once again, the heavy shock really helped out. Archers did well, after not being in the action too much towards the start, but they pulled through with a couple hundred kills each. My axemen in this siege probably could have done a little bit better, but that's alright. Vilnius and their candles will be mine. We'll fire up the waxworks. So we lost 3 of that army, and none with the prince. We'll loot. We could subjugate for a fair bit. We could sack it. I think we'll loot and occupy. We could straight up. Actually, there's a 15% replenishment. It's quite a bit. So there's a lot of good options there. But we'll go with loot and occupy for now. Oh, even though they're Baltic pagan, it looks like we do and can use some of their buildings. Because some of them are just like griefed. We can't use all of them, so we'll replenish and repair where we can. It's a shame those Pomeranians didn't come into the fight, but whatever. We could have used an extra 2,000 boys to help us out, but so be it. So we had 18 regions before we can found the Empire of Kiev. Okay, so we currently have 3 provinces. We're currently hemorrhaging a little bit of cash, but we have Vilnius under our control. Our second territory here. And then Kiev itself. We're slowly but surely growing the Kievan Rus Empire. Republic of Pisa excommunicated. Okay. Yeah, I wish we could sort of see the ongoing conflict and what's sort of happening in the HRE, the Holy Roman Empire. The Teutonic Order has attacked Denmark, brings us into a war with Greater Poland and Sweden. It's Lesser Poland with Leszek we have to watch out for, but yeah, I guess we're at war with Scandinavia. Alright, it's time to get rid of Chernigov, my old allies who have they've allied themselves with the Cuman Confederacy. They are at war with the Mongols. Now these guys, when war broke out between myself and the Baltic pagans, they declared their independence, which is annoying. So we're going to have to deal with them. So if I straight up war deck you, yeah, good. We made the Cumans choose us. Well, let's move down in and deal with them, because probably points wise we have better quality relations with the Cumans. As by marriage we could own those lands by title. That'd be cool. Right, so that full stack from Chernigov is pushed to Kursk. Yeah, I don't know why they've abandoned Chernigov. Maybe they think they can take Cuman territory, but the king's in there. Or the Prince of Chernigov. Alright, welcome to the top of the turn. So we're going to be able to take it now. Shame we can't take cities in one turn. That'd make things so much easier. We'll auto-resolve this one. It's a clear victory. And we've taken Chernigov and brought it into the fold. But it looks like 2 armies from Chernigov have dispersed, pushing towards Cuman Confederacy territory. Hopefully they don't weaken my ally too much. We'll have to give chase. A couple of options here. Let's occupy, because we're probably going to be able to use all those buildings. Yeah, look at that. I guess we'll just wait. We might break down the ones I don't particularly want. But yeah, it looks like they're pushing south. Wish I had a little bit more money though. We'll put that unit there because you're missing one slightly. Yeah, I guess we'll hold at Chernigov for now. And we'll give chase to the enemy combatants. Yeah, one's gone north. Yeah, if we don't deal with them soon, they might go on a bit of a tirade. Some horde has attacked Bulgaria. Just more Mongols we're getting brought in. Well, the HRE have been excommunicated. What? So, looks like they've taken another territory here. This is actually low-key working in my favour, because I want as much territory as I can get. Now, the only reason I made an alliance with the Cuman Confederacy is because I feared a war with them. I thought war was going to break out between probably myself and the other Orthodox factions, but it was actually the Baltic pagans that happened first. And I thought the Catholics probably would have pressed me at this time in the campaign as well. The Crimean Khanate is war-decked me. They're allies with the Empire of Nicaea. That's annoying. So we're at war with the Byzantines now. Last thing I want. A pretender to the throne, the Kingdom of Hungary. The Pope has nominated a pretender to the imperial throne, thus challenging the HRE. Yeah, looks like it's gone full cray-cray over there. But we're still gobbling up Cuman territory that was under the command of Chernigov. We'll hold it for some time. It's actually working. They're actually taking territory for me and allowing me to just march in. Very good strategy. Yes, yes. Yeah, well, let's hopefully they keep it up, because it really seems to be working in my favour. We're starting to actually get some money going. It's also Orthodox territory as well. Imperial succession, Commune of Bologna. What is going on? Went from Hungary. It's bounced to Bologna now. The Emperor of Bologna. Yeah, now they're taking Kursk. Let's move here. I guess it's working because it's keeping them alive.
Make haste, men. You have further orders?
Kiting me around everywhere instead of just standing and fighting.
Advance. Is that all?
No. Let's hold up to get that stop that attrition being lost. We might be able to like take a lot of territory. So how much territory do they have now? Oh, they're really looking a little bit green around the gills, because Bolograd or Bilgorod has fallen. We could marry you off. We've got a lot of children now, a lot of daughters. Look at this. Yuri's had like 5 daughters and a son. Yaroslav and Mikhail has had 2 sons. Pavel is one of them. Do they want non-aggression or anything? Oh, they want trade. Oh, that'd be good with Pomerania. It's because they probably liked us in the wars against Lithuania that happened. No one else wants trade?
Welcome,
No.
I suppose.
They've taken Kursk. Kursk. Yeah. Looks like we're going to be able to take another territory. I'm kind of wanting them to move along. But because we've chased them, we've taken 2 settlements, which is awesome. Alright, welcome to the top of the turn. The Mongols are now pushing in, along with the Crimean Khanate. So, although we've taken this territory off them, we've allowed Chernigov to create a bit of a power vacuum. And the Cuman Confederacy can't contend with the power of the Mongols and the Khanate. So it looks like we're going to have to go to war with the Mongol tribes in the next couple of episodes. So we'll be able to take Kursk once this siege equipment is built.
None will escape.
What a strategy. It's actually working. We're basically letting Chernigov farm settlements for us. Alright. So once we get rid of this army, they probably only gonna have one more. I'll be surprised if they
To the settlement.
recruit another. But there's 4 armies we have to deal with. Another 2 there. Might need some more reinforcements. What? Genoa, Pisa, Cilicia. Let's declare war upon Georgia. I might have to break that one. Because we're just going to be in too many wars. Judy calls. Oh no! The Vsevolod has passed away. Well, Mikhail has risen to the Grand Khaznate of Kiev. Mikhail is our new prince. And Rinia is our future prince, who is half Cuman. Alright, we'll take this settlement now. Hopefully this will nearly be the last of
For death and honor.
Chernigov. The treacherous traitors that, well, betrayed us. Occupy.
Ready for orders. Ready for orders. Commander.
And we'll move in some more forces where we can. Let's actually switch this up because we want to give Mikhail, now that he is the faction leader, our top tier army. Yeah, Hungary's really pushing in there. So the Crimean Khanate is taking this territory, okay.
Ready for orders.
Not gonna lie. The Cumans are looking very green around the gills. So we still have pretty strong alliances down in Bulgaria. The Cumans' territory is pushed more eastward. Hungary's now
For orders.
bordering with us. Oh, Gdansk has been taken by the Danes from the Kingdom of Pomerania. Oh, they're going after the Teutonic Order because of that war. Right, well, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3 coming out soon, where we have to deal with the Mongols and the Khanate. Chernigov and a Mongol horde of the Crimean Khanate have pushed towards Chernigov. We'll try and run and deal with them.
We cannot do that.
But now, we are definitely growing and becoming the dominant power in this Rus sphere of influence, as it were. But anyway, after that quick little auto resolve, I'm going to play the outro now. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video, and feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.